Sex is a part of nature. I go along with nature. I need more sex, okay. Before I die, I want to taste everyone in the world. Women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. Love is an ice cream sundae with all the marvelous coverings. Sex is the cherry on top. Love without sex is still the most efficient form of hell known to man. Social progress can be measured by the social position of the female sex. Sex is perfectly natural. It's something that's pleasurable. It's enjoyable and it enhances a relationship. Sex is emotion in motion. Woman is the dominant sex. Men have to do all sorts of stuff to prove that they are worthy of woman's attention. When you see a person, do you just concentrate on their looks? It's just a first impression. Then there's someone who doesn't catch your eye immediately, but you talk to them and they become the most beautiful thing in the world. The greatest actors aren't what you would call beautiful sex symbols. I know a man who gave up smoking, drinking, sex, and rich food. He was healthy right up to the day he killed himself. Sex is like money, only too much is enough. Sex is one of the most beautiful, natural, wholesome things that money can buy. Remember, sex is like a Chinese dinner. It ain't over till you both get your cookie. Sex without love is a meaningless experience, but as far as meaningless experiences go, it's pretty damn good. I remember the first time I had sex, I kept the receipt. My wife wants sex in the back of the car and she wants me to drive. Sex is not only the basis of life, it is the reason for life. I'm a heroin addict. I need to have sex with women who have saved someone's life. Once you see your nature, sex is basically immaterial. I think you can make fun of anything except things people can't help. They can't help their race or their sex or their age, so you ridicule their pretension or their ego instead. You can ridicule ideas. Ideas don't have feelings. You can ridicule an idea that someone holds without hurting them. Though the sex to which I belong is considered weak, you will nevertheless find me a rock that bends to no wind. An intellectual is a person who's found one thing that's more interesting than sex. Sex, the pleasure is momentary, the position ridiculous, and the expense damnable. Philip Stanhope, 4th Earl of Chesterfield. They say you can rap about anything except for Jesus. That means guns, sex, lies, videotapes, but if I talk about God, my record won't get played hard. There is no age limit on the enjoyment of sex. It keeps getting better. I rejected the notion that my race or sex would bar my success in life. Motley sex is the best high. It's better than any drug. I want to die making love because it feels so good. The big difference between sex for money and sex for free is that sex for money usually costs a lot less. I thank God I was raised Catholic, so sex will always be dirty. Aviation offered such fun as crossing the continent in planes large and small, trying the whirling rotors of an autogyro, making record flights. Sex is the most beautiful thing that can take place between a happily married man and his secretary. Regardless of what race, what color, what sex, what nationality, what sexual orientation, regardless of who you are, equality should always rule. Whatever is right for you is right. The romantic love we feel toward the opposite sex is probably one extra help from God to bring you together, but that's it. All the rest of it, the true love, is the test. No self-respecting woman should wish or work for the success of a party who ignores her sex. Antony's sex is God's joke on human beings. Bet Davis' sex appeal is 50% what you've got and 50% what people think you've got. Money, it turned out, was exactly like sex. You thought of nothing else if you didn't have it and thought of other things if you did. It's been so long since I've had sex I've forgotten who ties up whom. As regards the individual nature, woman is defective and misbegotten, for the active power of the male seed tends to the production of a perfect likeness in the masculine sex, while the production of a woman comes from defect in the active power. I haven't trusted polls since I read that 62% of women had affairs during their lunch hour. I've never met a woman in my life who would give up lunch for sex. My wife is a sex object. Every time I ask for sex, she objects. And sex without love is merely healthy exercise. Sex is full of lies. The body tries to tell the truth, but it's usually too battered with rules to be heard, and bound with pretenses so it can hardly move. We cripple ourselves with lies. There is more to sex appeal than just measurements. I don't need a bedroom to prove my womanliness. I can convey just as much sex appeal, picking apples off a tree or standing in the rain. You know, music is sex. It's a sensual driving mode that affects people if it's played a certain way. I would rather have a cup of tea than sex. Boy George, there's no religion but sex and music.